What's up, folks? It's DK bringing you back Migration, a custom campaign created by the same author of Project Merge, which was part of the Lost Worlds campaign. I'm on the 4th playable map, and there's actually a micro mission in this short custom campaign. Kind of surprised about that. It's called the New Hoover Dam. The Zerg are after a marine field resource node. Unload the reservoir to flush them all out.
You have done a good job at protecting the colony, Chief. Although we are unsure of where the remaining Zerg have fled to, I am certain that we can pinpoint their location when the Dominion fleet arrives.
Sir, I have an incoming transmission from an unidentified Protoss colony deep within the forest.
Terran Commander, I bid you good day. My colony was just recently attacked by a group of Zerg that was believed to be coming from a direction near a recent meteor strike. I have come here to ask for assistance. Seeing how we're just a small colony of weary nomads who have just recently landed here, we were hoping it wouldn't be too much trouble to ask that we join forces and work together to eradicate the Zerg. I must apologize to you, Protoss, but we are too busy at the moment dealing with our own colony. The only thing we can do at the moment is ward off our Zerg into the forest. Indeed, so it's you who had pushed these Zerg off into our home.
Yes, the main concerns of this empire is to protect itself and its own colonists from any and all outsiders. It would be intolerable to think of what may happen to us if we put the other factions before ourselves. Very well, Terrans, but be warned, this colony does not take too kindly to abandonment.
Sir, I'm picking up a distress call from the Dam of New Hoover, located in the northern half of the continent. The Zerg seem to be drawn to the reservoir's rich marine-produced resources.
If the Zerg get a hold of those resources, they could overrun the planet. Computer, which direction are the Zerg attacking from?
The Zerg are launching their attack from the southmost part of the continent downstream.
Interesting. Chief, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but that dam is rigged with a hydroelectric regulator used to dispose of any unneeded water by letting it loose downstream. If you can get one of our SCVs to unload the reservoir, it should rinse them away into the drink.
Well, two things to say about this mission briefing. Number one, I didn't know you can have a Brood War unit portrait on a SEM map format. I thought it would automatically become .scx, but I guess something weird happened with Remastered. Or maybe I'm stupid, but yeah. I don't think it works like that in 1.16. I don't know, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Another thing, I like the voice, the art is, I mean, first of all, there's Artanis here. And we didn't really get to see Arcturus Mengsk interact with Artanis in the canon story, the official Blizzard story. So this is a nice touch. Actually, and there's more than two things. Another point I wanted to point out was the voice acting. I like the echo sound effect that the map maker did to voice Artanis, which is cool. But anyway, and I also appreciate the Google Translate voice for the adjutant, advisor, whatever you want to call him. But anyway, bring an SCV to the dam's main terminal, and one SCV must survive. At least one. It's a micro map. Let's hotkey these guys. And I actually already played this just before earlier, and now I know what I should expect. This is not an easy map actually, but the difficulty is always welcome.
This terminal's out of juice.
Yeah, so I gotta go back to this beacon, but this beacon one is the... Yep.
Hydroelectric regulator terminal located in Sector 4.
Fired up, Commander. Go, go, go. Fire.
So all the units keep spawning. It's on a preserve trigger, which is always welcome. I'm gonna have to backtrack over there. There's a lot of stuff I need to get to.
Hey you, over here. We're locked inside this room and we need a car to get out. One of our boys should have it somewhere around here.
Okay, the access denied happened because there's a preserve trigger that'll keep saying access denied. But now that I got the code and have these units come out, then I'll leave one fire back here. Should be one infest turn right there. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna move these guys over here. Oh shoot, that was not good. And I got resources after acquiring the Goliath unit. And we're unupgraded by this, so gotta tread lightly here.
They're coming at us out through the vents.
Okay, there's gonna be a bunch of Zerg units coming, so I should randomly with my other units here. It's a good touch. I actually like this kind of micro maps because it doesn't force the player to just sit idly and then, you know, not worry about pre-placed units. I mean, the units keep spawning, so you can't just dilly-dally like you would in a most micro map, you know, in a constant campaign. You should probably clear them off. So I don't want to lose a single SCV. And there's literally nothing here, but I will scout, because why not? No, actually, let's go to the door first. There's a lot of vents here that's causing the Zerg units to pop out. And more reinforcements too.
Yes, sir. Commander, go, go, go.
Okay, we go there.
Outstanding.
Your forces are under attack.
Really wish the advisor sound was a little bit louder though. That's my only complaint about this map. Okay, that's hotkey 2.
Report for duty. Go ahead, TACOM. Orders, Captain. Channel open.
This is all the reinforcements I get, I think.
Roger that.
This door's locked.
Systems functional.
Long wait time because of weight blocks, but that's still understandable, you know. Use death counters! Yes, I heard that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just have the SCV go there. And make sure I don't screw up anything.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get out of the door here. It's gonna keep saying access denied.
Report for duty.
I would have just had it I wouldn't have put this on a preserve trigger, to be honest.
Affirmative. Right away, sir. Roger that. Affirmative. Roger that. Report for duty.
Cool thing about this trigger, like, kind of shows the Zerg units. Pretty cool in my opinion.
Right away, sir.
Yes. Lock the doors. Sir, we found some kind of gadget in here that seems to be tracking all sorts of movements. If we use this on the Zerg, they shouldn't be able to catch us off guard.
Which is what we're doing. Using SCV to carry the motion tracker, but when I first played this, I was confused about this beacon here. and you just literally close the door like this. So the horde of Zerglings will come, but it's easily killable in my opinion. So there's that.
Malfunction detected. Interlock control room main door. Emergency contingency authorized exigency juncture room main door has been unlocked.
Okay, looks like this door is unlocked. Let's go over here. After disposing of that Hydralisk, got some reinforcements, which sounds good. Always welcome using that voice, actual marine sound transmissions.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's clear them up. Oh no, don't lose the... Oh yeah, this door doesn't open for some reason.
Yes, sir?
Let's try to save that guy.
Your forces are under attack.
That's hockey 1. Now be hockey 2. Hockey 3. Why don't you guys prepare yourself? Ooh, nice kill, bro. So again, this I like the spawn trigger idea. Always a welcome one. Let's get that activated. Automatic defense systems activated. That'll help out a bit. That'll come up in a sec. So yeah, that door trigger here, the one there was a beacon here, I got what actually happened there was I trapped my own units here by accidentally moving a unit to that beacon without me being aware of what just happened. So that was the shitty part of, you know, trial and error. I was able to manage just one SCV out. The same SCV that had the emitter here, or the tracker, or whatever you want to call it. So kind of, it was a unique experience, to say the least. Have the traps do all the dirty work here. And let's go to the terminal. And to my surprise, when I got here, ooh, I like one of the things here. Normally, a trigger that I would implement, that's what happened here. So you'll see in a bit. I'm not gonna spoil you guys. Just have to wait a few more seconds, guys. Okay, let's hold ourselves up here. Hopefully my units can get there. Come on, I don't want this guy to die.
Sir? I just reached the hydroelectric terminal, but the mechanism in the machine is in real bad shape, and I'll need some time to repair to get the regulator up and running again.
Defend the SCVs until the regulator is repaired, and then here's the fun thing, guys. I'll save. If there is no SCV on this beacon, the repair stops. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's get that resumed. Repair getting resumed, boy. So the units will come here, as you can see on the minimap. Brown units coming in, of course orange will keep spawning too. Just some Zerglings and Ultras, not a real big threat here. Just gotta hold up over here. Like the repair idea, by the way, pretty cool. And I can see all these Zerg because of this thing that this SCV is holding. Yeah, really solid. I gotta give props to the map maker for this micro mission. It was very inspiring. I also like the map terrain to the installation level. Like I said this in a previous video, like long time ago. I don't think the Ultras can get down there, by the way. That you don't need to have your micro map, your installation themed map, you know, be accessible everywhere. Like that was one thing that Legacy of Kerrigan suffered. that mission 5 was it? That one was that one was an installation map too, but like that map really used the entirety of the map, you know. But you don't need it to be like that. You can always have like some place like unavailable, you know, as long as like the path, you know, it's like it can be a maze, or you know, you can just kind of, you know, block off some areas you don't really need to use. But you know, then you might argue, okay, why not use like a smaller map size? But I mean, by having the map size big but not utilizing the whole area, it kind of gives a surprise feeling, you know. That's a lot of Zerglings, by the way. But yeah, these floor traps are doing God's work here, or Allah's work, or Buddha's work, or whatever. No God's work, whatever you want to believe in, or if you don't believe in. But yeah, woohoo! Zergling for breakfast, guys. Add the ultras for brunch and lunch and dinner. Yeah, so only the Zerg unit that spawns from this vent is the real troublemaker, but aside from that, it's not really a threat, to be honest. Now, I only got up to this point. I don't know what happens if the time runs out. Like, do I have to backtrack over here? Which would be pretty cool too. It makes the map longer. No hero units anywhere, which is good. No surprise. Although I was surprised when there was a Divine one and a Hunter Killer in the first mission of this custom campaign. Yeah, I just killed on the Hydros there. But yeah, pretty cool. Always good to have units, you know, keep spawning to, in a micro map, of course, to keep the players on their toes. Oh, okay, so that's okay. Maybe this part I would have fixed, probably, because I would have probably made it so that, oh, okay, you guys have to go back to where you came from, or maybe go to a different path, you know, to get the victory instead of just ending it like this. But as far as the game design is concerned, I liked it. It might be a bit confusing at first because of that one pesky beacon with the lock the door kind of thing. That kind of really, I think if you play this for the first time, might really screw you up. Like, there needs to be a false safety check kind of thing. False safety check, or some kind of a way to reopen the door once you lock it, because can't believe it, but during my first attempt I locked all my units except for one SCV that was holding the psi emitter looking device. Yeah, so I had to of course re-record, and here you are, guys. But yeah, as far as the story is concerned, I am looking forward to the Protoss if we ever get to see them. Artanis of all Protoss units, so interesting. I kind of wish like people would kind of concentrate on Mojo or Danma, maybe. You know, maybe even Urizaz. I always don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, but you know, for a custom campaign, it'd be pretty cool to see. But yeah, I give this map 5 out of 5 just for the originality, man. Anyway, that was DK, folks. It's actually 2 in the morning right now, September 1st, but I'm furloughed, guys. I don't have work this entire month of September, so I'll crank out those YouTube videos for you guys. So stick around for more content and DK. Thanks for watching, and stay safe, guys.